our game up. This whole divide where we tearing our sisters down. Kevin Samuels, that's my frat brother. He said a lot of truthful shit, but at the end of the day, the bottom line is this is not about tearing down, this is about building up. How do we connect and put the glue that holds us together? Those are the kinds of conversations that we need to have, and that's why I'm really appreciative of this platform that you guys are putting together, because we're having some real honest conversations about how do we put things together and how do we put the glue that holds us together for the sake of our Black particular love. Community, right? Black love, being able to propel itself forward so that we continue to sustain and survive ourselves. We're the original people, but we can't be the ones who destroy ourselves as the first, but be the last of our people.
Right. One thing I can say is I'm gonna give a shout out to all the ladies first for doing that thing, holding it down. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, but don't step on a man when he down. Don't do that. Just when a man down and ain't doing right or can't get himself together, give him a little bit of time. Just don't step on him. And always don't never trust a lawyer with cheap shoes. That's just off the subject.
Facts. He's saying it right. Listen, ladies, you ain't going to a stylist who got a horrible enclosure wig, lace front, and that shit look like slide fried and laid to the side. You ain't going to her.
Right.
Nails grubby and crusty to do your hair and do your nail. Folks, we ain't going to no place where you gonna mess around and go to a lawyer who's gonna give you advice, but he got on Buster Browns and it's falling apart.
Right. We ain't doing that.
Right.
We ain't doing that.
Ain't doing that.
So
I like that. So I got one last question. I'm gonna pass it to my co-host. What is the greatest need? I ain't gonna say of a man. I'm gonna say what is the greatest need? I guess I can say of a man or you. What is it? What do you think the greatest need of a man?
Respect.
Oh, that's number one for me.
Notice I ain't even pause.
That's number one for me.
The greatest need of a man is respect, or as I would call for the success of a relationship, DNA. A man needs to feel desired, needed, and appreciated. And all that together means respect.
I'm asking you for a little respect when you come home.
I said that.
So let me ask you this: like you was talking about, like challenges, what if you have a female that's not mentally support? Like she's not giving you that support that you need.
It's not gonna work.
So there's no conversation that can be had.
It's not gonna work. If she does not know. Because by nature, women are nurturing.
Right,
and if she can't pick up on, you need just that, baby, I know it's tough. I know these bills is tight. I'm doing the best I can, and I know you're doing the best you can. And we still falling short, but we're going to get through this. But I believe in you. If she can't give you that conversation, she ain't the one.
Okay.
Flat out. Flat out. Them days of we hitting the malls and all this. Look, if you want a drug dealer, go get you one of them. If you want a hustler, you're going to make out better. Because a hustler can hustle any goddamn thing. I don't care if it's a sugar cube or Doritos or a bag of Fritos. A hustler's going to make $1 house. Right? He's going to provide.
Yes.
But a drug dealer can only do one goddamn thing, and that's deal drugs.
And when he mean hustler, he ain't talking about a drug dealer.
Exactly. I'm talking about a hustler, somebody who knows how to take whatever's in front of me and make something out of it.
Get money.
Exactly. He's relying on his God energy. Because remember this, for all the atheists that are out there, it's a very simple formula. Something can never come from nothing. Right?
Right.
So with that being said, if we understand that premise and that the God energy is in us, I can make something out of whatever little is there. But I can't make something out of nothing.
Being that you practice law, in your opinion, do prenups, if a man call out for a prenup, did that actually mean that they're anticipating a breakup?
No, it means he is anticipating that there's the potential of external influences in his marriage. Not that he's anticipating a breakup, but I got to be prepared for the outside influence of my marriage. Because that's still another individual that I'm married to. Right?
But would you want to marry him anyway?
No, think about it. We can go, me and a woman can go to the altar and say, I love you, you love me, we're going to build, we're going to do X, Y, and Z.
Right.
But I can't control the external forces of her friends, her family, and those things and what happens.
Right.
I can try and set a boundary and parameter, because that ring is supposed to represent that circle is us.
Right.
It starts with us and ends with us. But we already know realistically,
Right.
unfortunately, until we get to a couple generations ahead of us and we get back where we once were, there's still going to be external influences. There's still going to be propagandized information that's being put into the community for us to think that, because this is my thing. Remember I said in the very beginning of this interview, the tongue is powerful.
Right.
We manifest what we speak. Don't speak divorce into existence. As soon as you speak,
Right.
that it becomes an option.
Right.
And when it becomes an option, like I say in the practice law, if I say something, now I've done things strategically, I've said things that I knew were going to be objected
Right.
to,
Right.
but that jury can't unhear what I said. It's going to influence
Right.
how you think about things. And it's the same thing. Ladies, surround yourself with females who are professing consistency, longevity, loyalty, and love in your relationships and in your marriages. You got a female that's talking that negativity, cut her ass off, because she's poison. She's a plant from Satan himself. Get her ass up out your circle. I'm just keeping it real.
I got a quick question before you finish this question. So you ever had a case you said, I know I'm gonna lose this shit.
I've had cases I said I know I'm gonna lose, and I don't know how the hell I walked out of there and his ass walked out with me. Shit, I'm gonna keep it real. Like, nigga, how you did that? Alright.
We're like, man, let's go get a drink. Man. We gotta get a drink on this one.
You pulled that one off.
Yeah.
Tell him you pulled that one off.
You got another question, Sean?
Yeah, I got a question. Like, I mean, being as though you like, you know, your relationship coach and life coach. I mean, you talk to different men. So, what in your opinion, what did most men find boring in a relationship? Boring.
The biggest thing that, well, let me see, I wouldn't say the biggest thing, but what has been consistent that I've heard from men who talk about trying to find ways to reinvigorate their relationships with their women has been comparison. Ladies, stop the goddamn comparison. Your man is your man. You have not dated every man. You should not be dating every man. But once you lock in with him, that is your king and your end-all, be-all. The biggest thing that they talk about, they always talk about, oh, such and such and such and such, they was doing this. But they might be traveling, doing shit, and broke as a damn limp dick dog. But y'all sitting up here talking about what they got going on.
Right.
A lot of people that, I don't want to say most, but a lot of couples are perpetrating what's going on in their marriage or their relationship. Because truth be told, there's a difference, and I'm going to say this to men and to women, there's a difference in being private and being secretive. Look at the letters and let's examine them. When something is private, you want to protect it because it is like a treasure. When something is secretive, it is sinister.
Right.
The root word sin. There's something nefarious or wrong with that shit that you are embarrassed or you don't feel comfortable sharing. But when you have a good woman, when you have a good relationship, or ladies, when you have a good man and you got a good relationship, you're going to protect that at all costs.
Right.
Period. You ain't gotta, oh, we out here eating and you flicking up the goddamn drink.
Right.
Oh, we here and we flicking up the hotel. Because you don't know what skeletons he had what you got, but
Right.
somebody can pop up on your ass
Right.
and blow your brains out.
That's what happened.
Now that's an extreme, but at the end of the day, when you have something that is that special, you protect it and you treasure it.
Right.
That ain't for everybody.
Ain't for
It
everybody.
ain't for likes.
Right.
It ain't for clicks. It ain't
Right.
for none of that shit.
I agree with that. Yeah.
And if you think about really solid relationships, you don't really hear about them
Nope.
because they're not glamorized.
Right.
Kevin Samuel 2.0. That's you. I'm gonna ask you a question, real quick question for. So, if your lady do something new to you, should you be worried? If she do something she ain't never did?
You doing sexually?
Yeah.
Hell no.
But I mean, y'all been together
If I
for
like
years.
it, keep doing that shit.
But if y'all been together for years and then she come in with a new trick.
But you know what? It could be her talking to her girlfriend. It could be her watching some shit on social media.
Something
It could be.
happened. Yeah.
So there's
Right.
some influence.
It could be
Don't-
her trick.
It don't necessarily. It might be with Big Dick Willie who done slid in the crib.
Shit.
Message.
But if Big Dick Willie done slid in the crib and what she has done is make you feel good,
you gonna
thank
feel
you,
that
Big
hole.
Dick
That
Willie.
hole gonna feel different.
Look, let's
That
be
hole
clear.
gonna feel different.
Look,
Yeah.
let's have an honest conversation. As men, we don't want no goddamn virgin. I don't want to start that process all over again to teach you in this whole shit.
Say what you feel.
Right? And at the same time,
If your dick is small, you do want a virgin.
well, from that perspective, but let's be clear. But from let's if we set aside the ego,
Right.
right?
She was used before you got her.
Listen,
Just take out
she's
that.
gotten experience before we got her,
Right,
right?
right.
Because that sloppy toppy where she make that motherfucker your toes curl backwards and
Right.
shit like the Wiz.
Yeah.
Somebody told her.
We likes that motherfucker.
Right.
When she makes that motherfucker bounce and you watching two midgets fight,
Right.
you likes that motherfucker.
Lord have mercy.
Let's be clear.
Right.
Now we don't like the visualization of how she got to that level, but we appreciate the result.
Well, sometimes that's a turn on too. 'Cause
You-
when that slap,
hey!
when she got extra spit and it come on your stomach.
Ha,
just from her gag,
man.
Them gag,
Right.
And no gag reflexes.
Right.
I'm
Oh.
doing that thing.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, that's what we appreciate. So that's where we evolve from malehood to manhood, where we understand most times you was fucking before I met you.
That's true.
I appreciate the experience you bring to the table.
Right.
Let's rock out from here forward and keep it moving. That's
Right.
it.
Right.
Don't start asking questions. Who you
Yeah.
fucking before me?
Yeah. Who pussy is this?
Yeah,
Niggas,
but
it's
you
yours
know
for the
what?
moment.
But you're right. But mentally, but you
Shit.
You,
Am I keeping it real?
Yeah, that's true.
It's yours for the moment.
But you know when you know when you're dealing with a hoe.
Oh, you know it.
You know when you're dealing with a hoe. What's known ain't gotta be explained because you already know she gonna move like a hoe.
Yeah.
You
It's
know
a
what I mean?
difference.
If you fucking her from the back and then you trying to put your finger in her ass at the same time you fucking her,
Mhm.
and you know you like damn, and then you go you like damn, you could do three. That's a hoe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Do
Ain't
three
no
fingers.
shit turd that big.
You
Right.
said three
Right.
fingers mean
Right.
you
You
hoe.
put three fingers and it's real easy. And she ain't even she ain't
Three
even
finger
moving.
hoe.
Right. Gotta be explained. You already kind of know who
Right.
you're dealing with.
Now, at the end of the day, the bottom line is like I said, between husband and wife in the bedroom, there's no defiling of that bed.
That's true.
But when y'all out here prior to, everybody holds. As far as I'm concerned, everybody holds. You know.
Right.
But
Right.
at the end of the day, two adults who have a very open, honest, and transparent conversation should be able to do whatever the hell they want to do. And that's the key. Being open, honest, and transparent.
And consensual.
One thing that I've learned, I've been a victim of it, and
And
I've been a
And consensual,
perpetrator.
though. We
Listen,
gotta throw that out there.
listen,
Yeah.
I've been a victim of it, and I've been a perpetrator of it. But at this stage of my life, my thing is, give me the choice, and I'm gonna give the other person a choice.
Right.
Because it's so much easier, it's less mess, it's less bullshit, and at the end of the day, you know, it is what it is. And what I really want to see, I know, you know, at 56, God willing, I got another 40 years left, right? But what I would like to see, honestly, is to see our people evolve and see more solid relationships. Doesn't have to end in the form of marriage, because I think marriage has become commercialized and transactional, where it's contract and all this
Right.
old bullshit. But I really would love to see us get back to a stage where the black family, what is it, Claudine?
Yeah.
You remember that? I advise everybody go watch Claudine.
The movie.
That was the movie which really exposes the U.S. as it really entered into the home of black America and
Yeah.
began finding a way to move the black man out of the home
Message.
and reward a black woman.
Raising
I'm going to give
kids.
you this social services check as long as you keep him out of here.
Mhm.
That's bullshit. Because we need black men to be in the household, and we need our black women to be there, you know, and we need that unity of it. If the relationship don't work, there's no reason why a man and a woman who felt like we good to go, as my grandfather always said, if she good enough to bed, she good enough to bed. Brothers, and as I told my sons, when you put your dick in something, you got to say to yourself, condom can pop, birth control won't work, she might be faking your ass out. But if she gets pregnant, am I okay with this person being the mother of my child? And can I have a relationship, whether we work out or not, that we can co-parent and raise this child together in harmony?
Man, you great stop a lot of one night
Look
stands.
at
Right?
that.
Like say in the beginning, okay, let's just say like, what is too early to like for a female to ask you, what are we doing? What's the end game? What's our goal?
Here's the thing. I don't think that there is you can't put a time on love or commitment. Because there have been some relationships that people have in 2-3 weeks have spent so much time talking and sharing about their lives and going into the most deepest, intimate details about everything they've been through. And then the other person's like, well, shit, that's it? Oh, goddamn, I'm good. You see what I'm saying? And then there's others, because if we're all also, this is always, listen, always be about self and accountability and transparency. You're not going to tell everybody every goddamn thing about yourself from the get-go.
Well,
You're not. Because everybody instinctively wants to put their best foot forward.
like an interview.
Right, exactly.
Right.
And so, and until there's a level of trust, I can't tell you all my bullshit, right? Because I don't know how you're going to judge me.
Right.
And I want, whatever it is that drew me to you, I don't want to risk losing the opportunity to win you over on both sides. So we don't tell everything. So we give it in snippets and bits and pieces. At some point, you're going to get comfortable. And at some point, you're going to become mature and become a woman and not a female, and a man and not a male, and say, here's my shit.
Yeah. Shit.
Because if I'm asking you to love me unconditionally, I got to give you all the motherfucking conditions.
Here's my
Right.
shit. Deal with it.
Facts. And knowing that, what's the worst they can say? I don't want to be bothered. Well, I appreciate the time
This
that we
ain't for
spent
me.
getting to know each other.
I'm good.
But it's okay. Somebody else may feel okay. And we have to learn to say, listen, no sometimes is a yes to yourself.
And then we also gonna say, is your loss.
Mm-hmm. But remember this, no is sometimes a yes to you. Because what somebody might have said no to you might be God saying, yes, you didn't need that in your life.
That's your favorite quote, ain't
That
it?
is true.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's facts.
Yeah, so
No
like,
means
just,
yes.
like you were saying, like the no, and that's a challenge. So what are some of the challenges you think as men we face today?
The biggest challenge that we face as men
In
today.
relationships.
So from relationships. So ladies, here it is. Lock in. Get your seatbelts on.
Put your comments in.
Ready.
Here it come. To the 40 and over crowd. And this is no Kevin Samuel shit. This is just being real. You can't compete with these young bitches.
I'll talk to them.
I'm gonna give it 100%.
Say what you feel.
Because we're in an era where there's this quote unquote fluid shit. They're bringing bitches to the table. So unless you're prepared to bring a bitch to the table to fuck because you want to fuck, you can't compete with these young women. Your prime has passed. So you got to be real.
Before you go further, can we go that toast to your prime has passed?
Your prime has passed, right? This ain't no Kevin Samuel shit. This is keeping it a buck. You have to say to yourself, I am at a state where I need a mate. I need companionship. I need somebody to build. But if you get out here with that bullshit, where these youngins ain't even talking about, with, the back in the day shit when the hustlers was out in the 90s,
Right. Come on with that 90s cool.
you gone.
Right.
Ain't nobody
Down
paying
to
you.
Right.
You will get ground and pounded and you out.
That's it.
That's a wrap. So you got to start looking at yourself as, because real men are going to look at you for substance. Because guess what? That Barbie body, we as grown ass men, we don't want that bullshit. It look good. Ho, you show the flick to your man. Look what I got. But at the end of the day, we need somebody who can relate to us. What they call it, sapiosexual.
We don't want that.
That we
Florida
can have an
Evans body,
intelligent
though.
conversation. That we
Take
can
the
talk
Bologna
about building.
though.
Yeah, we take.
Who?
We'll take Bologna, but we don't want no Florida Evans.
Oh, absolutely
Definitely
not.
a Thelma.
Right.
No. Right. Or that's my mama. We don't want mama.
No, we don't want.
We don't even want D.
Nah.
We want the one that Raj and them was looking at.
Right.
So
Definitely not Shirley.
Right. Oh hell no, not Shirley.
Don't
but,
bring Shirley.
But all jokes aside, ladies, seriously, this whole thing of stop marketing yourself as commodities because you're not. You're more valuable than that. All jokes aside, you're more valuable than this bullshit of somebody taking care of you.
That's true.
Because if that's what you put out there, that I want somebody to take care of me. I heard a woman the other day talk about, yeah, in order for a man to deal with me and entertain me, he need to be kicking out at least X, Y, and Z. And I'm saying,
She said 100,000. What that
she said, no, I need 5,000 a month
What?
as an allowance.
This one
And
girl.
I'm saying to myself,
She said 100,000.
I'm saying to myself,
Yeah, yeah.
and fellas, y'all might be upset with me,
crazy.
but Brazil, Dominica, Haiti, Colombia, 50 pesos, bitch, you can't compete.
Yeehaw.
Right.
You can't.
And
You
why,
can't-
and why
listen.
would you want 5,000? Why would I pay 5,000?
Why would I pay 5,000
Somebody that
when
work
I can
at
pay
Walmart
200?
got it for free.
No, if I get the right Southwest with no motherfucking luggage, beverages, or anything else, I can get a round trip ticket for $400, and I can go to any of those destinations, and I can rock out with my cock out for $100.